Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. I am Screen Scene Guru coming at you with a new movie review. I recently watched Avatar: The Way of Water at home in 4K. This was my, I think, second time watching it after seeing it in the theaters when it first was released in 2022. I watched it with my family because some of my family hadn't seen it before, so that was really cool for them to get to watch it for the first time. But just going over a little bit of notes I jotted down. This did have the returning cast from the original 2009 film of Sam Worthington as Jake Sully returned, and Zoe Saldana as Nakiri returned in her role playing her character. We also got to see the expansion of their family. They had kids, which was really cool to see. Several year time jump, of course, because I believe this took 10 to 12 years in between the first one and the sequel. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. But had a whole lineup of cast returning, including Sigourney Weaver. She instead of reprising her role as the Doctor, she got to play a new character played by Kiri, their adopted daughter, which her story seems to be going on in the future films. A little bit more mystery to her character. But you've also got Kate Winslet showed up in this film, which is awesome to see. She's worked with James Cameron before, of course, on Titanic. Um, we also got Stephen Lang returning from the previous film as the villain, this time in an Avatar body. This is spoilers, by the way, guys, for this movie, just so you know. And we also got Bailey Bass as one of the kids, and Jamie Clement. I hope I'm spelling that right or saying that right. But whole big group of cast in this movie. We got to see them go to new lands. They left the forest part of their planet and then had to move across the continent to their more tropical water beachfront location, which was cool to see. We got to see new um, Navi. These ones are called the Makaina, the fisherman tribe. Really awesome to see their culture and how they were a bit different from the typical Navi we saw. They had flatter arms, a little bit more wider for swimming, and they had longer predominant tails compared to the jungle Navi. And James Cameron, the director, creator of the franchise, has explained that we're going to be introduced to new species in each installment, along with new territories and such and such. Um, but going over a little bit of detail, this got a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is really good for a sci-fi fantasy film, almost at 80, which is really cool to see. He's gotten pretty high Rotten Tomatoes scores in his films before. Like I said, James Cameron is a director. He has had a host of films going as far back from The Abyss, the second Alien movie, Aliens. He's done a whole host of films that are beloved. A Galaxy of Terror, other things. Um, Moving on to the budget of the film, I thought this was fantastic. This was a $460 million budgeted film, which I think is one of the highest grossing budgeted projects in Hollywood to date, the most expensive. But to see that they made $2.320 million out of that 460 million, they made $2,320 million off of that. So that was a lot of money, and it is known as the third highest grossing film of all time, with the first being, of course, Avatar 1 from 2009, and then the second being Avengers Endgame. So right after those two films, we've got Avatar 2. And I believe it's a whole host of, when you look at the total box office records globally, worldwide, James Cameron has at least four projects on there. He's got the first two Avatar movies, and then he's also got, I believe, Titanic is on there as one of the world's highest box office gross films, and then I think not Aliens, but I believe The Abyss might have been on there as the world's highest. Yeah, I'm not sure if The Abyss made it to the list because it came out a lot earlier than the other franchise films. But I believe he has at least 3 on the top $1 billion club list, which is very cool to see. As far as the awards going into this, they did earn the Saturn Award, which is cool to see for best science fiction film. Everyone in the cast got a Saturn Award, which is cool to see. They got best Critics' Choice Award for best visual effects, best director, best cinematography. They won 1 Oscar for best visual effects in 2023 because they were delayed. Oscar seasons and the award seasons are delayed by a year, so they got one in 2023, which was really interesting to see. And we know that we're going to be getting a 3rd installment, Avatar Ash and Fire, in December of this year, 2025, which is cool to see. We're supposed to be getting the Fire Tribe, and a lot of people have kind of cracked jokes at Cameron about copying the Avatar anime, for instance, the Elements, with his story. I think he'll introduce something new and keep it fresh and keep us all engaged in the story. I mean, I know there's theme parks. You can go to Disneyland. They're expanding the parks. They've done a second video game, but I haven't heard much about the video game, the new Edges of Pandora or whatever they call it. I played the first one. I played the first game when it came out in 2009, and the graphics were really good. But I have yet to see what this new game looks like. Let me know if you guys have played the game. What are your thoughts on this Avatar: The Way of Water? Did you like the film? Did you not like the film? What are your opinions? Let me know. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe for future content on the channel. I'm probably going to be making a couple more uploads, just showing you guys what I've been getting into. I've got a few more comic books to read and go over, and whole host of movies and TV shows. So be keeping an eye out for all of that. But thank you for clicking on this video, and have a good day.